to Mark Zuckerberg, AI girlfriends are around the corner. No need for this crazy human companionship with all the difficulties and challenges that come with it. Don't worry about relating to a woman and trying to figure out how you guys can heal together so that you can win together in relationships and life. No, you're just going to get an AI program girlfriend to help you with your life. Mark Zuckerberg recently went on a podcast talking about how AI can help human beings in their conversations and how to be more human, which is kind of ironic, learning to be human from a non-human source. To me, this runs a lot deeper than what's presented in the conversation. It's like, oh, what's the big deal? Like, you get to chat to this robot when you're lonely. People are lonely. They need more people to talk to. But to me, it navigates it. There's a split happening at the moment. Jesse Elder he likes to say team humanity. Are you on team humanity or are you on team AI? Is there a world in which these integrate together, which AI serves humanity and takes us to a high level? I believe that is. But also, is there a dystopian path that this goes down where we give up our humanity? We give up our ability to relate as human beings in substitute with this AI that's going to help us in learning how to be human. Let's hear what Zuckerberg has to say about this, and then we'll break this down a little bit more.
There's the stat that I always think is crazy. The average American, I think it's fewer than 3 friends. 3 people that they'd consider friends. And the average person has demand for meaningfully more. I think it's like 15 friends or something, right? I guess there's probably some point where you're like, all right, I'm just too busy. I can't deal with more people. But the average person wants more connection than they have. So, there's a lot of questions that people ask of stuff like, okay, is this going to replace kind of
So he diagnoses a big problem in society. He diagnoses it correct. Humans are more lonely now more than ever. Probably thanks a lot to technology and social media platforms like the one Zuckerberg has created. And yet at the same time, it's like, okay, how do we solve this problem that technology has introduced? Wait, I've got a genius idea. Let's use more technology to solve this feeling of loneliness and isolation. Let's not teach men and women proper people skills and how to relate to each other. Let's not teach men real life dating skills, how to go up, have the confidence to start a conversation with a woman, making an impression on her, build a real relationship. No, let's not go down that route to solve the problem of loneliness with genuine human connection. No, let's take an alternative. So let's hear what Zuckerberg's alternative is.
Kind of in-person connections or real life connections. And my default is that the answer to that is probably no. I think I think that there are all these things that are better about kind of physical connections when you can have them. But the reality is that people just don't have the connection and they feel more alone a lot of the time than they would like. So I think that a lot of these things that today there might be a little bit of a stigma around, I would guess that over time, we will find the vocabulary as a society to be able to articulate why that is valuable and why the people who are doing these things are like why they are rational for doing it and how it is adding value for their lives. But also I think that the field is very early. So it's like I think there are a handful of companies and stuff who are doing virtual therapist and there's like virtual girlfriend type stuff, but it's
There you go, virtual therapists and virtual girlfriend type stuff. This is the future that is going to be presented to you. And what's going to come along with your AI robot? Probably a bunch of ads. It's going to probably try to sell you a bunch of products while it's being your companion as well. So what side of the train track do you want to be on? You want to be on team humanity, which like I said, is not like screw all technology. I'm posting this on Zuckerberg's platform right now, which has helped a lot of things, but is a dangerous route it's going down. I have a big problem with the guys who do online dating, not because I think there's inherently anything wrong with meeting a girl through online dating, but I look at the types of men who get drawn in towards it, and most of them are terrified of speaking to women, have massive social anxiety, they can't talk to a woman. So instead of dealing with those challenges and facing those dragons and learning to overcome them, we default to the easy route out. No, I'll just do online dating, make a bunch of pictures, mostly with AI now. That's what all the guys on online dating are doing. They're editing all their pictures with AI to make them look much better than they do. Women have probably been doing it for a lot longer with filters and stuff like that. But it's just the stepping stone. Which guys are going to be getting the AI girlfriends? Is it going to be the men who have learned how women work, who love the challenge of human relating and the flourishing and the nourishment that can come from it? Or is it going to be the men who have so many issues, don't know how to relate with women, haven't put in the time, have a huge victim mindset, love online dating or try it, even though they probably get terrible results as well, love going on to adult websites to watch videos because that's how they interact and get nourishment from the feminine? Those are the people who are going to be signing up to this type of stuff. And there's some guys that are too far gone. They too far down the track. I'm making this video to reconfirm for the guys who are on side of team humanity to keep on sticking on. Don't fall into these traps. Stop watching so much porn. Go out there and meet some real women. Go study human relating. Work on your issues. Heal your trauma stuff so you can be better in your relationships. And the people in the middle are like, I don't know which one I'm on, but you might feel something deep in your soul calling you like, no, I'm better than watching porn on my phone all the time. I'm better than just these dating apps. I want to be able, when I see that cute girl in Whole Foods, to go up and start a conversation. I know I have that ability within me, and something is calling within me to unlock that potential. And I hope that's you listening to this right now. And that's what I'm going to be a stand for. That's what I am a stand for. So, what's your take on this? Do you want an AI girlfriend? Do you think AI is not a big deal? Do you think we should just get some AI therapists while we're at it? Where do you stand on the whole AI discussion and how it affects human relating? Not just now, not just in the short term of like, yeah, let's just have a bit of a conversation with it. What's the big deal? But what are the repercussions 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line? Do we give up a piece of our humanity the more we hand over our power to AI? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.